Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser's Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible. Saw Queen and Slim yesterday. I knew from the trailers a good chunk of what the movie was going to have. Just because the trailers revealed too much. Let's say I didn't see the trailers, or only saw one and then didn't show like three of the most pivotal scenes in the movie. I would have been on the edge of my seat the entire time. But because for some reason they decided, you know what we should do? We should spoil this, this, and this. So there wasn't as much on your edge of the seat. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Why is my heart pumping out my chest? Until you get to the end. Thankfully, they didn't spoil the ending. With the trailers, anyways. It was like there's one of two ways the ending could have gone, and they went with one way. Sadly. But to the idiots, I think it was like the Verve or one of the SJW papers. No, Bonnie and Clyde are always imagined as white. It's like, because they are white. Bonnie and Clyde are real people. Don't compare Queen and Slim to Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde were murderers, bank robbers. They were monsters. Queen and Slim are nothing like that. They're on a first date. Things are kind of okay. He's going to give her a ride home. They're talking. She grabs his phone, like, oh, he even had a playlist made up and everything. He grabs her phone back. When he does that, he swerves. Cop pulls him over. Cop treats him like shit. Cop puts him on his knees, is about to fucking execute him. She gets out of the car, she's like, I'm gonna record this. Fuck you, bitch. He turns around, shoots at her, gets her in the leg. Slim gets up, tags him. They fight. Slim grabs the gun, shoots the cop. It's like, oh shit. Mind you, it's clearly self-defense. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as self-defense against a cop. The cops bust down your door, start shooting the place up. You are not allowed to defend yourself. Oh, they had a no-knock warrant for the house next to you? They just went to the wrong house, started shooting the place up without announcing that they were cops? You are not allowed to defend yourself. You defend yourself, you're going to jail. Cop puts you on your knees to execute you. Someone interrupts, giving you enough time to fight back, grab the gun and shoot him in self-defense. You're a murderer. You're going to get the death penalty in certain states. I think there's currently 31 states that have the death penalty still. So if you're one of those states, you're going to get the death penalty, even though it is clearly self-defense. But self-defense doesn't work against cops. You are not allowed to defend yourself against a cop. Which obviously, no, this movie is only in America. It has not been released worldwide. Probably because in the rest of the world they go, I don't get it. Like, how did this happen? In America, it's like, oh yeah, that happened last Tuesday. Sad to say, though. Anyways, after that, Queen's a defense lawyer. Slim's a retail worker at they never say Foot Locker, but it's like a Foot Locker type place. Anyway, she's like, no, you don't understand. We can't turn ourselves in. As soon as we turn ourselves in, we're property of the state. We're black. He's a white cop. We're going to get the death penalty. I was like, well, what do we do? What do we do? Get in the car and go. Where do we go? We don't know yet. And they're panic, and they're like, holy shit, I can't believe this has happened. They run out of gas. Thankfully, a Good Samaritan stops to help them. Unfortunately, that Good Samaritan is not going to say. But, I mean, the drama is very... It's bold. Like, the entire time you know there's drama. Even when they try to do something more lighthearted, like the club scene that we saw in the trailers. It's a jazz swing club. It's not a whatever strip club type deal that you see in Toledo. Like, no, it's an actual, like, jazz swing, smooth style club that they stop at. But even then, like, there's still tension because it's like, we're on the run. Yeah, we changed our looks, but we're on the run. What if someone recognizes us? And from the trailers, it looked like it was going to be a lot of, like, the entire black community in the country, if not the world, coming together in their defense. While, you know, the cops and FBI and SWAT and like, every law enforcement agency is trying to kill them. In reality, there's only, let's see, there's maybe 3 scenes of, like, the black community coming together to protect them. But you know what? I think that was well done. I think instead of showing, like, oh, you have the same skin color as us, we will defend you. No matter what, we will die for you. Like, they show more of a balance between, like, Yeah, we saw the video on YouTube. Holy shit, that's fucked up. And you have the same ones on the other side going, yeah, we saw the video, but dude, what the hell were you thinking? You just raised tensions tenfold in the country. I'm afraid to go down the street in my car because what if I'm the next one gets pulled over? Whether they decide instead of, no, I'm reaching for my license registration from the government, they just start shooting because of this video. So you had that on both ends, and thankfully they did not make all white people evil, all black people good. They also had some good white people, some bad black people. Like they had a nice balance. They made it real. They did not pull an SJW of, oh, they have a vagina. That means they're the good person. You cannot make them the villain no matter what, because they have a vagina. Like SJWs like to do. Whereas, like, oh, white male, they're immediately, automatically evil. They can be no good ever. No, they actually had real world balance. They had real world balance of, yeah, Black Panthers. And, dude, what the fuck? I can't take my kid to school anymore because what if I'm driving down the road, cop sees me, starts blasting because, oh, I can't pull him over and check his ID. He's going to shoot me first, just like in your video. Even though, obviously, that's not exactly how it happened. It's clearly self-defense, but again, you cannot defend yourself against a cop. And of course, like, the dark moments are very dark because it's so realistic. Like, yeah, this is exactly what happens in America. This is exactly what happens in Georgia. This is exactly what happens in Louisiana. This is exactly what happens in America. And, oh, neat thing they do? They don't tell you their names until they get the news reports going. Like, there's no, like, oh, it's not like you meet them in the middle of the date already. So there's not, he's like, he doesn't introduce himself to her, she doesn't introduce himself to him. You don't know their names until the news reports come out. Which I thought that was a little different because there's no exposition. Is that the word I'm thinking of? Probably not, but there's no like, hi, I am this name. Hi, I am this name. I do this, this, and this. Well, I do this, this, and this. Like, no, you find out about the characters organically. You find out about the names from the news reports. You find out that he works retail from, again, not Foot Locker, but from like, oh, open up the trunk, there's a bunch of shoe boxes. Well, what are these for? Oh, those are the whatever from my job. Defects, dejects. I can't remember the word they used. But, and then they're like, oh, well, oh shit. Well, how do you know this? How do you know that this is going to happen? I'm a defense attorney. I see it at my job all the time. There's no like, hi, I'm a lawyer. Hi, I work retail. No, like they do it organically and naturally. Real world. Which sucks. Because obviously, like, this is very fucking real. But that just, I know, like, for me, a lot of times, I don't like these movies. Well, especially not the based on a true story, because A, a lot of times they get everything wrong. Or B, it's so realistic, it's like, yeah, that happened. It's fucked up and wrong, but it did happen. And this is one of the movies where it's like, holy sh... Like, yeah, this happens all the time in America. Depending on how the news media covers it, obviously, is going to be different, but, like, seeing it from their point of view, seeing it as like, yeah, no, they're just coming home from a date, they're being playful in the car, and then, oh, turns out the cop they shot had a history of doing this. Like, he had, like, 2 years prior to this incident, put guy on his knees, boom, fuck you, you're black. And of course, being a cop, he gets away with it. And so it's like 2 years later, this happens, and it's like people meet him like, oh my god, you 2 years ago he put this guy on his knees and executed him, and he was going to do the same thing to you. You stopped this man when no one else would. When the law would do nothing, they just turned a blind eye, and you stopped him from ever doing it to someone else again. But on the same hand, you get the people like, hey, no, that was no good thing you stopped him, but I can't drive down the road anymore. Cop pulls me over, I'm dead because I reached for my license registration after asking me to go for it, and he decides, you know what? Maybe he's going for a gun. Pulls out the gun and shoots me. Which happens anyways. Like, was in Minnesota, alright, license registration. Okay, let me reach for the cop just, bah! It's like, holy shit. Like, you asked him for his license registration, he's reaching for the glove compartment to get it, and you just unload into him. So like a movie like this may not be for all audiences because again, like a lot of like even I'm made uncomfortable by movies that are based on the real world like this. This is because like it's so visceral, it's so real, and it's like yeah, that happens. But you should watch it. It cost. Actually, I looked this up earlier. Let me see. I had it right here. Production costs $20 million. So far, it's made 17 million. Get this movie. See this movie. Tell people about it. Make sure they see it because this is definitely a movie worth watching. It's very dark, very sad, very tense. The drama is very. But they also have such great characters. Guess what? For $20 million, you can't have the Avengers CGI and all that. You have to use story. You have to use acting, and they use it in abundance. Sorry, I'm doing my laundry right now. I should have done it yesterday, but I spent all day on my day off doing stuff like seeing this movie. I'm glad I did. Again, it's very dark, very disturbing, very tense, very real, but it is worth watching. You should go watch it. Make sure this movie makes enough money to at least break even so we get more like this. More movies from, who did it? Make Ready, 3 Black Dot Entertainment, Entertainment One, Braun Creative, Della Revolution Films, Hillman Grad Productions, and Universal Pictures. Because they're the ones who are releasing it. Yeah. But yeah, guys, go watch it. It deserves all the money. It deserves all the views. It deserves a fuck ton of awards. Well, hopefully you guys go see it because it deserves to be watched. Although, warning, there is graphic language and nudity. Again, this is only being released in America, so in America, the violence no one cares about. Jack Bauer tortures someone on 24 for 3 episodes? Yeah, that's just wholesome entertainment for little Billy. But language and sexuality and nudity? That's not allowed. So yeah, there's a bit of that in it, but this movie is so good you have to go see it. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.